right, spinners aren't cutting it. I don't know. But we're also by the road too, which isn't the greatest spot. I'm gonna use this husky jerk. See if I can get something to go at it. Who knows? Maybe. All right, he managed to get off, that's for sure. Fish on, boys and girls. Fish on, we got a fish. First fish of the day. Caught him on a giant Rapala. Oh, and he lost. He tossed the hook right there. Fish on, boys and girls. Fish on. We got a big one. And maybe he threw the hook. No, he didn't throw the hook. He's still there. Look at the size of this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna land him or not. Holy Toledo, look at the size of this beast. Wow, look at the size of this fish. Wow, guys, this is a big brown trout here. This is a big brown trout. I don't know if I can even land him. Oh, Toledo, look at the size of this guy. Hey, all right, look at the size of this brown trout. Whoa, I can't even walk, so. All right, let's get over here and we'll get this guy off. Few and far between, I'm telling you, but few and far between is better than nothing. So I'm gonna go down here to the shallow area right here and get this guy off. I need a good spot to set my pole down and actually have some time to work on him. All right, look at the size of that beast. He's huge. All right, he got it in the net and he got it in his lip, so. All right, look at this guy. He's a beast. Look at that. He's a little hook on the end. That's a nice male right there. Nice buck. All right, we're gonna get him on the scale here, measure him. I have a rod rule on this guy, so I can do a check. So, okay, we got the tail down here, and we have 15 inches, guys. That's a 15-inch brown trout. There's the measurement of him right there. His lip is right there at the tip of the 15. All right, well, we're gonna get this guy back in. Look at that beauty of a fish. All right. Whoa, look at him. He's beautiful. All right, dude. There he goes. He's swimming over. He's swimming over. Hopefully he goes over there, because if he goes over there, then we got a better chance up here. All right, yeah. Let's get some more. All right, that's the way to do it here. Big Rapalas. I'm not gonna throw small ones today. I'm sure the fish will be few and far between today, and I'm okay with that. But if they're like that size or bigger, I'm very good with it. So we're gonna keep chucking on the Rapala all the rest of the way up, I think. What's the point of switching? I've caught 2 fish on it. One of them I lost, and the other one's like this. I'm having some problems with my line like crazy here, my pole. Of course, I didn't turn my camera on, but look at this one here. This is a beast. I caught this one on Big Rapala, go figure. So they all seem to want that one today. We'll put them out here a little bit farther so you guys can see them. That's number 3 technically. We lost one, but we caught 2. So here we go. We're gonna get it free here in a second. First I gotta do a measurement because I just caught this guy and I looked and noticed I didn't have my camera turned on. All right, there we go, 14 inches. Not a beast by any means whatsoever, but still a beautiful, beautiful fish. He goes swimming back off and over there. All right, that was fun. All right, next time hopefully we turn the camera on. But we'll see as soon as it gets out here. Fish on, boys and girls, fish on. Either we got brown trout or we caught that muskrat that was over there. I'm not even sure. This is a big fish too, another one. Telling you, man, Rapalas, way to go right now. Oh, look at this guy. He's pulling the pole really good. He's got it in his lip. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Get in the net, chucklehead. Get in the net, all right. Woohoo! Camera on, hopefully this time. It is. And I'm almost out of battery. Look at the size of that beast. That's a big, big beauty of a brown trout. All right, well, we're gonna get here to a safe location on the bank here. We're off this edge here. We'll get him free here in about 2 seconds, but I can't do this somewhere where I'm standing in 10 feet of mud. Right here, this is all mud up past my knees. Holy pain to get free. Okay. Gosh darn it, dude. Stand still for a moment there. We'll have you free in a second. Just work with me here. All right. Perfect, right in the lip. All right, is the camera working? Hopefully it's turned on. Here it is. There's the fish. Look at that. We got another beast of another fish today. That's like number 3 that we landed, and then the one that got away. Look at the size of that. Say hello. That's a big beast of a fish. All right. We get the scale out here. We'll measure this guy. He's 14. He's a 14-inch brown trout, but hey, beautiful either way. I think that's a female. We'll get her free. There she goes, swimming back out. Look at, there she goes, right there. Whoa, whoa, going right back over to where she came from, pretty much. The thing that's lucky about her, she doesn't have to go through this mush to get back in the creek again. All right, get my hand rinsed off here. Oh wow, he came out of the net, and then I just put him back in. All right. Of course, there's probably a better spot to walk to the shore. Oh, I chose the wrong one. You hear me breathing heavy? Oh, I deserve it. Right over there where that branch is in the water. On that side, right over here. Right over there. I went out past my knee. I managed to pull my hand out. This mud is extremely smelly too. So I can't do much. Oh, what I gotta do here, figure out a way around over here. Hey, look at my net. My net's covered with mud right now. I can't even use it. I can't even clip it on my side right now. It's just covered with mud. Jeez, that's horrible. All right, well, we're gonna hope this is gonna work. I had to switch out to this silver guy here for now. The husky jerk I was using, it came back around when I was stuck in that mud over there, and it caught right into my, it caught right into the back of my coat, off my back sleeve, and there's no way I could get it out. And it was just basically hung up in everything that I had. So I don't know, all I could do is take off my coat. I had to take off everything I was wearing to try to get it out, and it was, barbs were stuck so hard in there. There was just no chance it was gonna come free. I don't know if this guy's gonna work as good as the other guy did or not, so we're gonna have to try to see what's gonna happen. I sure hope so, because it would really be sad if I don't catch any fish now anymore because that lure went through all what it did. If all else fails, I could stop and take the hooks off this guy and put him on the other one. Fish on, boys and girls, fish on. We got a decent one this time too. He wanted that silver one, so he took it. Check this guy out. All right, here's another brown trout, nice big one. All right, we'll get this guy over here. I guess big Rapalas are the ticket today. All right, well, hopefully we can find a spot to go to the bank where we're not gonna end up in the mud and end up almost drowning, so. All right, we gotta find a safe spot here. Hopefully this is not mud over here. Please don't let it be mud. All right. It doesn't matter what lure I'm using, I still want it. All right. Is this camera turned on, hopefully? Is it? It is, it's turned on. All right, guys and gals. The camera is turned on. All right, hold on, dude. We'll have you free here in a matter of seconds. There you go, you just popped free for me. Thank you. So we'll get this guy, hold on a second here. All right, get my hand wet, my other hand's all wet. Oh, my hands are soaking wet already anyways, it don't really matter, but. All right, look at the size of that one. There's another big fish. Oh, nice fatties, oh, they say hello. All right, well, oh, and there he goes, he just flew out of my hands. He was just so slippery. I tried to grab him and he just juggled him and he flew out over there. Oh well. I'm just guessing he was like 14, maybe 15, but nothing bigger. I was just trying to switch hands with him and he just flew. All right, well, he's gone. I don't have to deal with that anymore. Holy Toledo, that was crazy. Well, that was the first I ever had a trout. He kind of got his tail on the back of my hand and he pushed. And when he pushed off, he just flew through the air. I never had one jump out of my hands like that before. That was pretty funny, actually. It didn't seem to matter what I'm throwing. They seem to like this either big lure too. This other lure just worked just as good. Oh no, I got another one. No, but some just chase it right to me. There he is too. Oh no, there he is right there. There's a fish chase it right to me. So this one here, they're liking this one. All right, let's go back over there one more time. We'll let it float in there a little bit more. All right, I want to walk in there, but I can't because if I do, I'm gonna drown in the mud. All right. All right, that's where I wanted to be too. All the way over there. Fish on, fish on. I knew I'd get one over there. Big fish here, guys. Big fish. Big fish. Another biggie piggy. Oh, hope I can get this guy in here without having too much drama. All right, look at the size of this guy. Another nice fat fish. All right, check that out. Whew. Another chunky brown trout. This has turned out to be a pretty gosh darn good day. All right, well, we're gonna free here in a matter of seconds. We had a perfect lip hook on this guy. Perfect lip hook right there. There we go, another big chunker. He's 14 and a half, not massive, but hey, pretty dang big and pretty big. Yeah, say hello. Got nothing to say now. He was grunting all this time and now she wants to go. All right, there she goes, back over there where she came from, right over there on that wood pile. Woohoo, yes, this has been fun. I try to go off that edge. That edge looks deep. All right, let's try it up that way once. We'll go up that way as far as we can for now. And we'll just slowly lob them. See if anything just hovering. Boy, the sun stinks all of a sudden. Oh, I got another fish, guys. Another big brown trout. Hey, I told you. What you gotta use out here. Gotta use Rapalas. Oh, and I lost them right there too. Woo, 0.5. Well, that's odd. There's a stick floating downstream. Right there. That's really odd. Generally, when you see a stick like that floating downstream out of the clear blue, that means somebody's ahead of me. I sure hope not. That sure looks like, well, I don't know, maybe it just came lodge free from something, but that could mean that somebody's here. All right, let's get this guy up in there. And we'll just kind of tug him back down through there and see if something else goes for it. Why not? This has been a real trip so far. Whatever that fish was, twice in a row he hit it, but he managed to kick it, so that's fine. 2.5s in the same spot. That was just bizarre. All right. Fish on, boys and girls, fish on. I told you, right over in that log pile. If I can keep the tension on this guy, I might actually land him. Look at him spin. Oh boy, that brown trout's spinning like crazy. I'm just getting on my knees and land him. There you go. In the net he goes. Barely hooked in the lip again, just like the other guy. All right, hold on there, mister. We'll get you free here in a matter of seconds. I don't know. 12, 13 inches, maybe 12. Not very big, but he went after that big giant Rapala. Yeah, he hasn't fishing. All right, there he goes, swimming back downstream. All right, I can't believe he went after that big giant Rapala. I gotta hurry up, it's gonna get dark out here. It's starting to get dark right now. I don't know, this was a great day. Parts of it stink. I mean, the mud was pretty deep in some of those spots and I went right down on my face a couple of times, but you know, I'm kind of used to that. It usually happens on all my videos. But I was using a spinner to start off, a couple small spinners, and I didn't see a fish. I didn't see nothing. I didn't get a bite. I had nothing happening. I figured maybe it was close to the road and maybe that was what my problem was. And I walked up a little bit farther and still nothing. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to try this big Rapala I have. I think they were a size 10 or 11, something like that. I have to look when I get home, but they're pretty dang big. And I figured, I don't know if that was going to work or catch me anything. So I walked a little bit farther up, and I got on this one corner, and I caught this fish. And he almost made it to me, and then he threw the hook. Oh, I was so disappointed. Because I was like, just when you first start off, you know, you want to catch something. So I was a little angry, and I kind of yelled at him, you know, and I had a little fit, like, you know, whatever, you know, big baby fit. And then I kept hiking, and I figured, well, you know what? I'm not going to give up. I'm going to use this lure, and I'm going to keep trying it and see what I can do. And every fish that hit that lure, except for like one, was huge. They were all big, fat brown trout. Like they were just lovely. They were awesome. So I kept going and kept going. That was a long, long stretch. Once I got all the way up to the very, very end of it, there was like a big sandbar that came around there. And then I went back around to a house up on the hill up there. And when I was walking up through that section, if you looked in the mud, you could see all these wet footprints as if somebody who had got in up ahead of me on that road up there, because the road's not too far up, and then walked downstream and then fished back up again, which, you know, probably is what happened. I didn't catch nothing. I didn't catch one fish after that. Once I got up and I seen those footprints and seen all that traffic that had been in that spot, nothing. I didn't catch any fish. It was just whatever. What are you going to do? So I don't know. I just kind of at that point, I got out and then I did the nice mile walk back to the truck. You know, I would have brought the bike with and done that, but I wasn't planning on going to this river. I was planning on going someplace else, and I just happened to end up there. I'm really glad that I did. It was a fantastic trip. But anyways, I had to get out after the very end, and then I had to walk almost over a mile, probably back to the truck. But it was worth it. It was fun. I don't know. I'm blabbing right now. There's going to be a head over here. There's going to be a playlist over here. Go check out the tips, tricks, and techniques, the places I fish and driftless, places that I go, things that I do. Man, long days like today, I tell you, there was a lot of mud in that spot and a lot of silt, and it was a hard, hard hike. I probably lost 5 pounds just hiking through there already today. Anyways, I'm going to get going here. I'm blabbing too much. I got to go home and edit some video. Again, head playlist, and I will talk to you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in.